take our stand. This is the standard built by hand.
Hey guys, and welcome back to The Standard. I'm Liz.
And I'm Kevin, and we're indoors.
Yeah, because somebody sucks, and it's not me. Okay.
Such a strong word. How about stinks?
Today,
It's so hot in my...
we're going to tell Kevin to shut up.
It's so hot in my office /
It really is.
podcast studio that it's hot in here.
Today, we're talking about siding, sun damage, algae, and deck safety. But first, sip or skip.
You know, it technically doesn't say coffee sip or skip. It just says sip or skip.
Okay, so 2 days from now, it will be
Saturday.
exactly 1 year from our first podcast video getting uploaded.
Yes. Yeah, actually, because I have a picture of that. Yeah, good point.
And so I wanted to do something special, and I got you something yummy, I think.
So it's not coffee.
No, there's still coffee.
Too bad you're not going to be around Saturday. So we're going to give you a 1 year surprise.
With boss dogs.
Well,
No.
it started tasting
You're a
so
liar. You're a liar. There's no way.
good. It tastes like coffee. You're a liar. Do a Liz fit count instead of a Liz burp count. I mean, there's so much good and fat in it. I could definitely still take my pill because I'm not going to drink all of it, but I keep on moving it so I still get some of the cream.
Okay. Guess what it is.
I don't know.
Stop spinning. Stop spinning.
I mean, it's growing on me the more I drink it.
It should.
Because it's sugar.
Okay, guess.
I'm not done yet.
It's probably like your sixth sip.
Yeah, but they're not sips because it's frozen solid.
Shut up.
It's coffee.
Indeed.
It's a latte.
Kind of. In a way. Flavor?
There's a flavor in this? Whipped cream. This is a chocolate drizzle. I don't know. It's coffee. What do you say about
It's s'mores flavored blender from Scooters, which means there's ice cream base in it.
Oh.
I thought you were going to love it.
Fit count 3. Whoa.
Okay, so you like it.
I literally haven't gotten enough to give it a good guess because it's frozen.
Shut up. You're so mean to me.
So basically, I like coffee that has a lot of sugar and fat in it.
That's 80% of America.
Most people I know drink it black.
Who?
My boys.
Luke and Jake don't count. Name anyone else.
Zach drinks it black. No, I'm sorry. I guess I'm drinking now since I just licked it.
You love it.
I'm going to keep on drinking it as long as I can to see if it's the longest I've ever drank one. If that's okay.
But you enjoy it. Say you enjoy it. So you enjoy it.
It's fit count 4. We're counting that thread as a fit.
Anyways.
I'm going to give it an
8.5.
An 8 and to be updated next week. Because I haven't got enough good sips out of it to know. I mean, there's like, the average taste is good. It still tastes like coffee, but it tastes like, you know.
Good coffee? You almost said it.
Flavored coffee. So once again, just to recoup or reevaluate, I like 5. That's 5. She crossed her arms. I like almond. I like Vente Kevin. I don't remember.
A breve. You like a breve.
But we don't know the flavor.
I think it was just vanilla.
I think so too. But and honey, what was the honey one that we had? That one time it was good. The second time it wasn't good.
That was just.
So that wouldn't have been so unhealthy.
It was like a breve, but it.
And yeah, so yeah, of course, I guess I like ice cream with cream and chocolate drizzle in coffee. Okay, good job. We're all done. See you next week. 708-448-4100 or www.
You still have a headache?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about what you guys are here for. First, we're going to talk about siding. So, Kevin, what happens to builder grade siding when UV rays are strong in the summer, like it's already starting now, versus something like James Hardy?
Yeah, so vinyl siding, the lesser expensive kind, the builder grade, they'll definitely fade. All siding, even James Hardy, is warranted to fade at an equal amount across the whole wall, let's just say. However, it's warranted against so many hunter levels. I think so. I think I'm right on that. To be not that much. Builder grade will definitely just wash out, fade out. There's a big trend right now for blues, grays, even black now. Those should be okay because those do cost more. And also, too, that pigment is almost all the way through the panel. Most of the time it is on the higher grade type sidings. In the lesser grade, it's not. So what you'll have is it'll fade through, and it could eventually fade through to a beige, to a white. There's a house in a subdivision I drive by all the time that was red, and now it's white and red. And it's like the homeowners aren't doing it out of spite or something. I don't know. They're just not replacing it.
Or they're really patriotic.
Great point. Great point.
A lot of roofs and siding get those black streaks, especially on the north side. What is that? Yes. Why does it happen?
So it's a black moss. It's not a mold. People like to call it a mold, but it's not. It's a moss, but it's black algae in essence, and that can be cleaned off. Once again, don't go up on your roof, but if you're on your siding, just use I would recommend an electric power washer because they're not as powerful, and still put it on its lowest setting, maybe put some soap in there, and it'll come right off. My own house, got to do it about every 2 years. And then the roof, hire someone. Hire someone to do it. Do not do it yourself. Even from the ground, you're not doing any good.
So is that algae doing any physical damage, or is it all cosmetic?
No, the black is just cosmetic. And the green, though, however, the green algae is damaging because it's actually growing into the roofing. And don't just go up there and pull it out because you'll be pulling out granules, which is protecting the shingle itself. So unfortunately, when you have green algae, your life expectancy of the roof is going down. Now you can, if you currently have green and you replace your roof, you could put a zinc strip. Your roofer, or you can buy it at Menards. Ace Hardware, I believe, has them, or you could order them online. And literally, it goes up at the top, at the peaks, and that counteraction with the rain will help keep the green algae away. One thing you do is look in the back of your house. You'll see if you have a lead plumbing flashing, a metal chimney, a skylight. You'll see underneath those, the roof is clean because the rainwater reacts with the metals and keeps the roof clean. Now, zinc does it the best, or fastest. Actually, lead does it the best, but no one's going to put lead up on their roof.
That power washer trick that you talked about, that's specifically for the siding, right? You don't want to be power washing your roof.
You don't want to be. You want to hire a company like locally here. There's National Soft Wash. Shout out. I've referred them all the time. And they do really good. I actually don't even know what machines they use, but it is a soft wash. So I assume it's water and some kind of soap.
And so what should homeowners be looking for when they walk around their house, especially looking at their windows and their siding seams?
So siding seams, make sure they haven't formed a gap if it's vinyl. Okay, so vinyl should overlap, but sometimes between expansion and contraction, they will come apart. So right now they're expanding because it's hot, so there shouldn't be any gaps whatsoever. But what you might find is that because of the winter and the contraction, they actually separated, and now that it's getting warm out, they're coming together and they could be buckling out. So you just want to make sure those are overlapping properly. And then, as we talked before, check for caulking around windows and doors, wherever the siding meets up with those.
And then we talked about this last week, but a lot of people think about insulation in their attic just for winter and heat loss, but it actually changes things in the summer too.
Yeah, so my funny adage is I don't care if you air condition your attic in the summertime. The adverse effects come in the wintertime. That's when you'll get too much heat built up in there, condensation, that'll lead to mold. Once again, tongue in cheek, I don't care if you air condition your attic if you don't have proper insulation. However, you are just killing your electric bill. So believe it or not, I won't say we do half, but I would say we do 25% of our attic installations in the summertime. We don't like to do it because, as we talked about last week, it's 20 degrees hotter in that attic. So when we do it, we're going to get there bright and early in the morning and try and get out of there in a couple hours.
Well, what's something that homeowners can do to prevent the algae on their roofs?
Use the product we recommend the most, which is Malarkey. They have a really great track record and warranty to keep off the black algae or the black moss, however you want to call it. Don't get me wrong, some other companies do also. So basically it's a copper count. They literally put copper in the granules of the shingles. And guess what? The more expensive shingles you buy, the higher the copper count is to keep away that blackness for longer.
The more you know.
The more you know.
All right, we're going to switch over to deck safety side of things. So it's getting hot.
Yes.
A lot of people are going out using their decks more. Give us a 3-step safety check that every homeowner can do on their deck.
Get down and dirty. Literally. However low your deck is or high your deck is to the ground, get down and check your ledger board where it meets the house. Or if it's freestanding, of course you don't have a ledger board against the house. Check for if that's pulling away at all. Check if there's any rot there. Check your floor joists, going across. If your deck is really old, you could actually start seeing, let's just say this is your whole floor joist. Let's just say it's a 6-inch one, which would be really too small. Look towards the top where it meets the deck boards and see if there's any rot going on there. And then the biggest one, well, probably ledger's the biggest one, but your post, your 4x4, probably if it's an old deck, they're 4x4s. Check to see what they look like on the ground. I highly doubt if it's over 15 years old that it's set off of the cement. Like right now we use brackets that keep it up off the cement about a 1/2 inch. So then you won't have that rot down at the bottom. But if it's older, you're going to have rot towards the bottom. Some posts are into the concrete. Those will definitely rot out. I just saw one deck last week to where they put the post into the concrete and the concrete itself is heaving up. That's going to happen over time, so you don't want to check that too. But the deck's actually still level, but the cement's heaving up over it, and that's just causing pressure on that 4x4 post. Down and dirty.
Thanks. You mentioned ledger boards. Those are the most common reason why decks pull away from a house, right? Mm-hmm. So what exactly are they, and how can somebody check if that's in good shape?
The amount of fasteners, for lack of better terms, anchors, better term, the amount of anchors we put into new ledger boards now is twice as much, 3 times as much as they used to on old decks. even now to where the point we have to, I'm going to use the wrong terminology, so don't kill me on it, but literally counter anchor it into the wall. So new ledger boards are never going to go anywhere that we install. If you look at your ledger board and you see a lag bolt, maybe every 2 feet apart, so they're, big honking bolts, like 3/4 inches. And if you see those like every 2 feet apart, definitely keep an eye on your ledger board for a long time. If you see them longer than that, yes. Question.
What's a ledger board? Like, what's it look like?
You want me to go get my bag? Go get my bag.
Well, explain it, because if I don't know, probably a homeowner doesn't know.
So a ledger board is, if it's old enough, it might be 2x8 only. It should be a 2x10, maybe even a 2x12. So 12 inch, 10 inches, 12 inches, 2 inches thick, and that is up against and fastened to your house some way, shape, or form. Okay, and then so let's just say Mike's the ledger board. Okay, nice and easy. Mike is a 12-inch ledger board. I think I'm pretty close on that. And that's going along the whole wall. And then your deck floor joist goes into Mike every 16 inches or so. Yeah, so where it meets the wall, you want to look for, if it's old, big lug nuts. And it'd be great if they were every floor joist space, and they would be high, low, so forth and so on. But chances are, if it's really old, they're going to be like every 2 rafter joists apart, and that's where you really need to be careful and be watching for it. And hopefully you actually see those, and you just don't see screws. If it's screws, you need to call a deck person out right away to look at that. And maybe you don't need a new deck. Maybe they could just be refastened or fastened better.
Most of the decks in America probably are wood. And wood rot can be sneaky. So where are places that homeowners might not see that the rot is setting in?
Yeah, so the easiest spot to see is if it's a wood deck product, right? You're going to see it on the surface. And if it's on the surface of the deck, it's already too late for the substrate, really. So as I mentioned earlier, say you have your floor joists underneath your deck, get down and dirty, is the top 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch to 1 inch could be rotted. Because once again, if you think that your deck board is rotting, guess what's happening to the top of that floor joist? And then of course, where the ledger board meets the house, Liz, please put in a couple of pictures of the deck we just got done doing. The ledger board was gone, and this was a multi-tiered deck, and it was gone. So really, maybe the only thing holding on the deck was the multi-tieredness of it. But yeah, it was rotted beyond belief. So floor joists up at the top, and the ledger board, and then not really hidden is the joists or the post on the ground. It's just hidden because people just don't look underneath their deck. Down and dirty.
I'm going to put a count at the bottom of the screen of how many times he says down and dirty.
And I'm going to find a song that says down and dirty. That's clean, not a bad song.
Okay. We have a lot of people that come to us for decks.
Yes.
Most of them want to replace the top of their deck and don't want to touch the substrate, most likely to save money.
Yep.
However, 99% of the time, we tell them no. Because...
So, as the aforementioned, the rot on the floor joist, the rot at the ledger, and when we're there estimating the job, say you have a low deck, I was jokingly saying to get down and dirty, because sometimes decks are 4 inches off the ground and you just can't see underneath it at all. So they go into it thinking they can save money because they think the top of the deck looks great because it's 10 to 15 years old. And then when we tear it off, unfortunately, a lot of times we might get into additional work orders. And sometimes those are floor joists, ledger boards. And if it's a ledger board, we're just replacing everything because every floor joist connects into that ledger board. We've had to dig holes before because the expanse from the wall to the joint or the post was too much. And the other thing about decks is they're one of the most inspected things, right? Because you're literally building a house. In essence, you're building the foundation of a house. So the holes are inspected. The frame is inspected. So the substrate is inspected. And so we have to make that substrate up to code for it to pass. And then there's a final inspection. All right. And sometimes if we submit for a permit and we're just doing a reskin or going over the existing substrate, well, guess what happens when we tear it off and we see that we have to replace some of the substrate, ledger board, or holes, or adding in floor joists? We have to resubmit a new permit application with new docs to say what we're doing. So we tell you all of this ahead of time, and don't get me wrong, we lose jobs because we're like, no, we're not gonna do this if we can't see underneath it. Or what we'll do is we will lose a job also because we're like, hey, you know something? If we tear it off and we need to replace the substrate, it's X amount of thousands of dollars more. And what did they hear? They heard from some other deck company or handyman guy that said, oh no, we don't need to replace the substrate. Don't worry about that. So unfortunately, we lose jobs for being honest. It's the way it goes sometimes. But we're going to do it right because watch the deck video. When we're done, you could park an F-150 on that deck.
Why would another company's quote come in thousands and thousands of dollars less than us?
Well, a couple of things. So material. Let's just go with that for the beginning, the pretty stuff. So there's a lot of, let's go with any kind of composite decking out there, right? So as our deck video says, we like to use AZEK and TimberTech. They are the Kleenex of decking. Well, there's one other company out there that's also the Kleenex of decking. And what that means is that they're well known. So they're going to be pricey, right? They're going to be expensive. You go to, not knocking it, but if you go to Menards and you get one of their composite decks for a very inexpensive price, it's going to look awesome.
For 30 days.
I'd say 3 years. We actually had to replace a deck for somebody quite a while ago, probably 10, 12 years ago. I think it was in Naperville, that he had somebody install a Menards deck. I forgot the name of it. And once again, not knocking it because it is what it is. It has its place. And he wanted it replaced with the same deck. And he thought through research that they bettered their product. So there's another thing we always say to homeowners when we're more money is you only want to pay for this once. So he paid for it twice and used the same product. Sorry, didn't mean to, don't mean to sound mean on that, but it just doesn't make sense. So when you got the material, and there's a drastic difference between AZEK, TimberTech, and products you could find at Menards. And then also too, just permitting. A permit for a deck is probably one of the most expensive permits that we, work in as far as roofing, siding, windows, and decks. That's probably the most expensive because we have to submit plans. They have to review the plans. It's the most man-hour, person-hour thing that can be done on either part. So if someone's really inexpensive, they're probably not doing a permit. And they're relying on the homeowners not to know that they need a permit for it. And one sort of bad thing. Some homeowners, for whatever reason, are against permits. Makes no sense to me. Sorry if you're the person out there that doesn't think. It's not Big Brother. They're not just trying to get their money. The permit situation is there to protect you from bad contractors. It is your proof that we're licensed if a license is required, that we're bonded, and that we're insured. Because if something goes wrong, you could go to the city, and if there's a bond in place, you could use that bond, which is the contractor's bond, to help you fix what they did wrong. This has happened 3 times where we were the second contractor to come in our 59 years now. Technically it's only happened 3 times, so that's thankfully. But we came in and we had to fix someone else's problem. And because there was a bond there, the homeowners were able to recoup some of the money. So get your permits.
Okay, let's do a quick reality check.
Back to reality.
A lot of people Now that the weather is nice and they want to be outdoors, they think it's a great time to get their deck done.
Yes, 100%.
But why does that not work for contractors' timelines? Looking at our production board right now.
We currently have 4 decks on the board to do. So that's at least 4 weeks out for ourselves. Probably a little bit longer just because of the
Permits.
processes of it. And I know, case in point, we had another deck lead come in today, sent it over to Jamie in our office, and she's like, wow, decks are just flying in right now. Everyone else has the same idea you do. And, it'd be great if we could get them in your time frame, but let's just say it's June 1st. We'd easily be looking at middle of July, and I bet you everyone else would be looking at it too. Case in point, painters are busy, roofers are busy, siding is busy. It's a busy time of year. However, a deck doesn't take a day like a roof does. Siding, 3 to 5 days. A deck is probably 5 to 10 days, depending on the size. And that is just because, what a lot of people don't realize too is it takes a day to demo your existing deck. If you don't have an existing deck, we have to dig holes. Okay, so that could be 1 or 2 days. We have to get those holes inspected. That could be 1 or 2 days. We have to pour concrete. That takes a half day to set up. Now, granted, we can start building the frame and stuff, but to go on that. And then we build a frame. Hopefully that's only a day, but that could be 2 days depending on the size of your deck. Then we have to get the frame inspected. Hopefully that's done in 1 day. And then we can start installing your deck. So, 5 to 8 working days.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but you want it done right. And, case in point, I don't know if let's just say someone wanted it done by the 4th of July right now. We'd probably say, hey, something, why do you need it done by then? Oh, we're having a party. Okay, great. This is our timeline. This is probably everyone else's timeline. Why don't you just go ahead and have your great party for the 4th of July and then plan on having your new deck for the end of the season? And everyone's putting not fire pits, but fire things on their decks and stuff nowadays. So, deck season is not, deck season is probably almost to or through November nowadays. So it's not pool season, but it is deck season.
How can a homeowner spot a storm chaser or even just a shady contractor who's taking advantage of their urgency?
Yeah, so great red flag. Say we'll stick with decks and then we'll move on to roofing or siding. Say you want a deck done by the 4th of July and you call someone and they're like, hey, you know something? We can get done in 2 weeks. Ain't no chance in heck. No chance. Permitting will at least take a week. At least. Let's just say they know the building inspector. Let's say it takes 3 days. Okay, great. 3 days. I already showed you the timeline of 5 to 8 days. So in a perfect world, maybe someone could get done in 2 weeks. Highly doubt it. Ain't gonna happen. So that's red flag number 1, to where it might be like a bait and switch. So yeah, we can get it done. Oh yeah, we can definitely get it done in your timeline. And then all of a sudden, nothing's their fault. Oh, you know something? The building department, the permitting's taking way too long. They keep on coming back with revisions, which is true. We all get revisions on deck permits. That's case in point. That's easy. We're down to like 1. We usually got 1 question and answer thing. But so now they'll start blaming other people. Oh, hey, we got the permit. Fantastic. You know something? The supply company, they're short 10 boards on your project. So we can't start your project until we get all the material. So it's just a typical bait and switch. So now I'll take roofing contractors. We just got hit by a storm recently. You hopefully watched our video on that. And we talked about the Facebook page that literally says, hey, I need a roofing company with a license and insurance and a dump trailer and everything to go with it for Bolingbrook next week. Who are you getting to do that? So that's the typical model going on right now, which, as we talked about, I'm trying to give you the tool to fight that with Audit My Estimate. But I don't have decks in there yet. That's coming soon. And then the same thing with siding too. It's if someone could come in and say, you know, I need the job done in 2 weeks. Oh, great, I could do it in 2 weeks. Great, you're going to get a really, really fast job done in 2 weeks. Remember, you only want to pay for it once. I think I'm done rambling. However, I'll give you one great story we have.
Story time with Kevin.
Story time with Kevin. So many years ago, it was late April, and it was a job in Homer Glen, and we were doing windows on the house. I want to say they might have even been Marvin's. So she goes, hey, I need this done in 4 weeks for a graduation party. And I'm like, there ain't no chance in heck. I'm like, listen, I will do everything I can. We will get them measured, we'll get them ordered, and I will get my install guys here as soon as possible. I'm like, no chance in hell we're going to do it. We were finishing the trim the morning of the party. We did it. And she was so happy. She was incredible. And, maybe it was 5-week period, but it was no longer than 5 weeks. And like I said, I'm positive it was Marvin's because that's all we dealt with at the time. That was incredible.
Marvin's?
Marvin Windows.
Oh.
The Cadillac of windows. Yes.
Fancy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But notice, I didn't promise her anything. She asked, and I said, no chance in heck. And I said, but I'll try my best. And we did it. So, yeah. Anywho, anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm out of questions.
So hopefully, guys, this information helps you part 1 and part 2. And I don't know.
And if you have any questions about what we talked about today, or just any in general that you want to see in our next podcast episodes, comment down below.
And
Or
give us a call at 708-448-4100 or visit our website at www.stansroofingandsiding.com.
This is the standard.
See ya.
Red, white, and blue. Built on sweat, faith, and follow through. From siding strong to decks that last. We honor the future, respect the past. In every nail and every board, we give
talk
our
something
word
important.
and something more. Home by home,
This
we
is
take
the
our stand.
once a year
This is the standard built by
burgers
hand.
available at Boss Dogs. You only do it once a year.
so we should probably go there for lunch.
Yes, but
We should have called him and filmed there today.
then
But I'll still want a hot dog is my problem.
we can split one.
I
Split
love
a burger,
hot
split a hot
dogs.
dog. I do too. That's how
I'll
it's
take
raised
that
up
deal.
every time we grill. But what kind of dog you gonna get? I mean, we don't need anything big and heavy because we're getting a burger.
I like the ones with the mac and cheese on it. You can't have that.
Oh, we hurry up.
Okay.
No, we need to decide what we're doing. The biggest question is can you salvage the Gino's Eats pizza to bring it back home? Because you can't waste pizza.
I'll bring it back home.
Okay, all right, we're good then.
You thought I was going to leave it? I'll eat it for lunch tomorrow.
I'll eat it lunch tomorrow. Leave it here.
Okay, there's still more at home.
Is there though? Jake's
Did you
home.
eat it?
Jake's home.
Oh. Okay, ready?
Sure, I guess so.
Because we're going to Boss Dogs.
How's everyone's pool doing? My pool is currently 89 degrees.
I think it's cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
Not your pool.
Okay. It's like,
Your parents' pool.
there's no way my pool's cloudy. I complain about my pool all the time, but it's one of those achievement things. My pool will never be bad, ever.
Anyways, I think I just want to sit here and keep talking until it's time to go to Boss Dogs.
So, once again, once a year they do Burger Week. And it's Angus.
And I'm sure
Angus.
the burgers are great. It's just I still need a hot dog.
Because it's the best hot dogs. But don't forget, we're going to get the fries.
We're going to be so full.
And we're going to get so in trouble by our significant others.
They're going to kill us.
So, someday we'll do a podcast from Boss Dogs.
We should have done it today. It would have been a perfect excuse.
Would have been. Would have been.
I got to come up with like an episode that we can be there for. That would make sense.
We also need to do something with this wall.
Are you kidding me? Please be so for real, Kevin. No, listen. I get everything planned.
This is definitely
I
number
get
8.
everything planned. Okay?
I'm gonna do
I literally have
the
AI.
European way.
I literally have AI make it. Excuse you.
We're at
I literally have
9
AI
now.
make. Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up!
10.
I literally.
10.
I have everything ready. Okay.
It looks great. Oh, you don't have the LED.
Oh no! Yeah, your turn. Your turn. I have AI make an image of this room of how I want it to be. Then, after he says that looks great, I go and I find everything we need to buy in order to make this happen. I send it all to him.
It's my save for later.
Zip, nothing. It's not even in a save for later. I guarantee he didn't even click on them to see how much they are. Which is why I wrote down in the description of everything how much everything was and what it would cost total.
Jeez.
And guess what? We're still on a blank wall with Michael Jordan.
It's MJ.
Okay, Michael Jordan can stay, but can we get some new chairs and fill out the blank wall?
Jordan can stay?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I knew you were lying.
He needs to go.
Save for later. Save for later.
What's that?
Save for later.
Are you buying a bed?
I'm not. It's probably Luke's. Save for later. But the thing is, where's the neon? Is the neon sign ordered yet?
Are you kidding me? I sent it to you. I literally filled everything out for you.
I love it.
I'm like actually gonna crash out. This is absurd. Absurd. You know what?
What? What?
I'm ordering it all today.
No, you're not. 12.
And then he wonders why we have no subscribers added.
Really? So for all you people that do watch and are subscribed-ish, comments. I need everyone to comment that if we finish this back wall, and she's going to put a picture in of what the back wall is going to look like, that you will get more people to subscribe.
It will.
Did she say she hates me?
No, I was threatening them.
I think that's 13.
I want to make it 14. Gotta make it even.
No.
This is actually so ridiculous, and I'm really upset with you right now, Kevin.
Is this what it feels like when I'm rambling on forever?
Yes. Except this actually matters.
It does. It'll make my office, the podcast studio, look so much better.
Yeah, it will.
Then we need 2 neon signs. One for
I
the
think
standard and then one for AME.
the biggest thing for me is the comfy chairs that don't spin.
Why? Why? What's wrong with spinning?
Well, because first of all, the spinning, and second of all, these chairs are not comfortable.
Where are these comfy chairs going to go when we're not filming?
Right here.
Okay.
You don't need that TV in here.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, for what?
Actually, when I work on the board, which is not often,
Exactly.
I use the TV.
Okay, then in those small instances, we will find a way to push the chairs into a corner, condense them so then you can still have your TV.
They go right
Exactly. So,
there. Is this actually all going to be in the podcast?
yes,
Wow, that's
it's going to be a long podcast. Sorry, guys.
half of it's informational, half of it is angry.
I'm like so upset. It would literally make my year
Let's end this.
It would make my year if we could do this.
I'm getting up now.
Just at least order the things. Oh yeah, we haven't even done that.
So you gotta get back in a happy mood.
No. Dogs.
I got a meeting.
No.
I do.
No. Ooh, Jake texted.
Ooh, Jake texted.
Let's see how his test went. Done. Went well. That was uneventful.
Like there's ever a doubt. He's pretty uneventful.
Yeah.
Stinks to be smart.
He sucks. Okay. Time. Nope. Stop. Okay.
Ow! What time is it? It's more stay in the time.
Are you having a stroke? What are you saying? Seriously.
It's a group that Prince almost made famous. You gotta watch Purple Rain.
Purple rain. Purple rain.
FYI, I hear the Michael Jackson movie's good. For my daughter.
Is it my turn?
Shout out to Maya. Go ahead.
I literally feel like I need duct tape and go. You're very distracting.
I'm going to talk if you don't fill the void.
Okay.
Deck episode a few ago, and I got
There's a bug.
Don't care.
You have bugs in your office.
Well, because it's a warm environment. Oh my gosh, what is it?
I know, that's why I said that's weird.
It's like little and gray.
Here you go.
I don't know what that is.
Aw. I didn't say kill him. Leave him! Okay. That's just disrespectful.
Down and dirty. Yeah, so what the amount of fat.
Okay.
A hit is a fit.
What'd you say?
A hit is a fit.
Did you say 7?
No, I said 6. So instead of 6-7, I came up with 9-9.
Stop. I can't put this in.
9-9. Why not?
Maybe if it was 8-9.
Why can't I do 9-9? No. Instead of 6-7, you youngins. 9-9. No.
Okay. Back to real life.
Yeah, this is a solid 8.
8.5.
8.5.